I wanted to test out the concept where I use the Trust Bank Debit or Credit Card to withdraw money overseas in order to get the best multi-currency rates possible. I'm right now here in South Korea and I've tried using the Trust Bank Debit Card to withdraw money at a local ATM. And let me share with you a little bit more today whether Trust Bank's debit card will change the way you travel. Let's get straight into this video. Let's go. If you're looking for which is the best multi-currency exchange card, I have a video up above and down below when I filmed in Taiwan and I compared between the 4 companies, Trust Bank, YouTrip, Instagram and BigPay, of which YouTrip and Trust Bank came out to be the top 2, and which is why I'm using Trust Bank in Seoul, South Korea. So I've used Trust Bank to actually withdraw money, the concept that I wanted to try out here because of their no ATM withdrawal fees and no cash advance fee. When I landed in South Korea, Uri Bank was available at Incheon Airport. However, the maximum that you could withdraw was 300,000 Korean won. So instead of withdrawing there, I went into the city, checked into my Airbnb and went out to do the withdrawal at any ATM, any bank that I saw. When going to an ATM in South Korea, you need to find ATMs that allow foreign cards to withdraw money. However, some banks do not tell you. You can actually just insert your card and try and click around and they will tell you whether it's accepted or not. If it does not, they will actually just return you back your card, so not to worry about that. I went to Hana Bank today and they charged a fee of 7,200 Korean won. Even though they did not have a maximum amount that you could withdraw each time, 7,200 Korean won was relatively higher, so I decided to walk around a little more and find another bank, and I saw KB Bank. KB Bank has no amount maximum that you could withdraw, and each time they charge you a fee of 3,500 Korean won, and that amounts to roughly about $3.80 SGD depending on the rate you get with Trust Card. And talking about the rates that you can get with Trust Card, it is not what I expected, or rather the rates were not as good as what I've searched on Cash Changer. So Cash Changer is a website where you can check in advance which money changer in Singapore gives you the best rates, and I've checked it today. It was at 940, but when I withdrew with Trust Bank, it was only 932 Korean won per 1 SGD. Although it's not as good as Cash Changer, there are few perks when you withdraw money overseas in terms of saving you time having to go down to a local money exchanger in Singapore and a specific one to get the best rates, because not every exchanger in Singapore will give you as high as the ones at Marina Square or Raffles Place. In South Korea, when I was using the Trust Card, it gives you the flexibility of knowing whenever the rate fluctuates, if it goes up, you will get the better exchange rate as compared to the cash that you've changed in Singapore, but vice versa, if the rates goes down, whatever that you use with the Trust Bank debit card, the value that you get will be lesser than your cash. That is the pros and the cons of using the Trust Bank debit or credit card. It does not replace the concept of having to change money in advance in Singapore, I feel. I wanted to test out this concept hoping that it would actually change the way we travel, because I would save a lot of time going down to a money exchanger to exchange some cash in Singapore. All in all, I feel that the Trust Bank debit card is a good card to bring with you overseas because of the multi-currency rates that you'll be getting. It is pretty close to money exchanges. When I was using it in Taiwan, the rates was very good. It depends on where you're traveling to, the time period, and what the currency exchange rate is like at that point in time. So Trust Bank is a new digital bank on the block. It's a replacement to your NTUC Link Points card, and using that in Singapore, you'll be able to accumulate Link Points. I'm not going to go into details to that because it takes a genius to understand their terms and conditions. Mao Lion has it all written out. I'll link the article down in the description box below. When you sign up for Trust Bank, you'll be getting $10 NTUC vouchers, and when you make your first transaction, you'll be getting another $25. So it's a pretty good sign up deal if you spend on groceries in Singapore. It's a good bank that you can sign up with. They have a savings account that gives you an interest rate of 1.5%, and if you make 5 transactions in Singapore, you'll be able to make that 2% on your first $75,000 kept with them. And if you're an NTUC Union member, you'll be getting 2.5% interest on your savings kept with them. Trust Bank is good because there's no annual fees to the credit card when you sign up with them, and I love how Trust Bank can actually pair your card on the phone. You can either switch between a debit card or a credit card. You don't have to get 2 cards from the bank. Instead, on your mobile phone with one click, you can actually just switch to a debit card that will deduct from the savings account that you have, which is what I've done when I was here in South Korea when I withdrew money. Instead of using the credit card to withdraw, there will be a cash advance fee when you do that. I switched the card to become a debit card and I drew down on my savings, so no ATM withdrawal fee, no cash advance fee, no fees like that, only the local ATM fees that they charge you. Keep in mind, at a local ATM, they might charge you a fee. When I used the YouTrip card in Jeju, when I withdrew, YouTrip charges a flat fee of $5 withdrawing. I withdrew at Nong Hyok Bank and they did not have an ATM withdrawal fee. I tried finding a Nong Hyok Bank ATM that allows foreign cards, but I couldn't find one today, which is why I just went ahead with KB Bank. And when you're traveling, there's not much time available, so whatever bank that you can find, as long as the fee suits whatever that you are willing to pay for, then go ahead and withdraw, because there's no ATM withdrawal fee and no cash advance fee when you withdraw using Trust Bank's debit card. There is a cash advance fee when you use their credit card to withdraw, so just keep that in mind. I have a more detailed video talking about Trust Bank and using it in Taiwan and comparing it, etc. Have a look at that video. I'll link both the relevant videos up above and also down below. I really thought that Trust Bank could actually change our idea of having to change money in advance in Singapore before flying overseas, but maybe that's not the case. I'm not very sure if everybody changes at a money exchanger before you go overseas, or you just bring a card and withdraw at a local ATM. Let me know. Please do not use your bank's local debit card or credit card to withdraw money overseas. You're gonna incur very bad exchange rate. If you want to sign up, use either YouTrip or Trust Bank. I have detailed guides for these 2 multi-currency debit cards available on my channel, so link to all those videos will be up above and down below. When you sign up with YouTrip, you'll get $5 making your first top up of any amount, and with Trust Bank, you'll get $10 NTUC voucher, and when you make your first transaction, you'll be getting $25 NTUC vouchers. So in total, you'll be getting $35 at no cost to you. Trust Bank is honestly not too bad for you to check out, so go ahead, let me know if you'll be using Trust Bank when you travel overseas, and I hope this video has helped you. If you have any question, leave them down in the comment section below, and as always, have a great weekend ahead, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.